Very good morning, dear students. Very good morning. This is your chemistry class. Welcome to digital classes. Today I came online just to tell you or just to clear your doubts. If you have any doubt, you can drop in your chat box, and I will take one by one those doubts. So if you are able to listen me, yeah, if am I audible to you or not? Please give me consent if I am audible to you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mansi. So total 17 participants have joined. So welcome to this special class. Hope so this board is visible to you. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone? I am going to unmute. Asta, anyone? Chalo, anyone? You can give me this side by side feedback. Ki, sir, you are audible. You are too fast. You are too slow, or whatever things are there. Because we want to make this live class really live, practical, so that we will get the maximum benefit of this. Okay. So dear students, once again, welcome to this digital classes. This is digital class समय 10 से 12 वाला हर घर बने पाठशाला. Although I am going to come online through my mobile also, because I think this is this mirror image is there. It is looking opposite as my front camera is working here in laptop. Is it like this way? Okay, so no problem. I will take one more minute just to tell you. So this your doubts one by one. Already some of the students they asked doubt. Is my voice audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm taking one by one. So welcome to digital classes. This is doubt clearing session. I am live from your own classroom. This is bio class. So especially this is the today I am arranging this special session because I am feeling that right from 3 weeks we are continuously studying through digital classes, but somewhere it is not sure, are you getting my points or not, are you getting those things or not, are you understanding or not. So it is very necessary to come online. So today I will clear your all the doubts. Please be ready with your doubts, and you can drop your doubts in your chat box, and I am continuously have my eye on your chat box. Which student will ask this doubt, then I will take those doubts. Okay. So first doubt that Miss Shriya has asked. First doubt that Miss Shriya is asked. She asked that, sir, how to define evaluoscopic constant? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How to define evaluoscopic constant? So I am taking. Although I will write. I will share this photograph to you also, whatever is written here. But first, what is evaluoscopic constant? Now, whenever this kind of topic is coming, you need to relate where we studied, in which topic we studied this term. So let me remind you, we studied this topic under colligative properties. Okay, there are basic 4 colligative properties. Who will tell me what is the meaning of colligative properties?
Yeah.
These are those properties which depend on number of solute, not on the nature of solute.
Yes, these are those properties. Basically, what is the property? Colligative. Colligative word come from collective. Okay, collective means together. When we are talking all the basic properties of any solution, in which vapor pressure, in which boiling point, in which freezing point, and in which osmotic pressure, all these 4 properties are the basic properties of solution. When we are taking all these 4 properties together, that is known as colligative properties. Okay, so we are talking these colligative properties, and in colligative properties, first property is relative loading in
Vapor.
Pressure,
vapor pressure. Very good. Second,
elevation in boiling point.
elevation in boiling point. Very good. Third,
Depression in freezing point.
pressure in freezing point. Fourth,
Osmosis and
osmotic
osmotic
pressure.
pressure.
very good. That's great. So second property, which is elevation in boiling point. There we studied this evaluoscopic constant basically. Okay. So this term we are studying especially elevation in boiling point. So it is how we will denote it. It will denote it with KB. Capital K and a small subscription in subscription we will write B. Okay, that is the evaluoscopic constant. So in which K is constant and small b is elevation in boiling point. Small b is elevation in boiling point. Got the point? Now question came how to define it. So you will define it. It is the constant It is the constant that express the amount by which the boiling point. It is the constant. It is the constant K which express the concentration, or you can say which express the amount by which the boiling point TB. Boiling point, changing boiling point is what? We are writing, denoting elevation in boiling point is delta TB or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
TB, it is the constant that expresses the amount by which the boiling point TB of a solvent is raised by a non-volatile. Now let me explain you what is the meaning of this. You know very well about the solution. Solution is mixture of
Solute and
solute and solvent. And what is the solute? Yes, what is the solute? Ankit,
Large quantity.
what do you mean by
mass which is
solute?
present in less amount in the solution.
Yes, which is present in smaller quantity, that is called solute, which is present in larger quantity, that is called solvent. So it is very simple. If you want to make a salty water, so salt you are taking suppose in less quantity, water you are taking in large quantity. So which component is known as solute? Come on, do first. Salt or water?
Salt.
Salt is known as solute and water is known as solvent. Very good. So when we are taking the boiling point of salt, it will be different. When we are taking the boiling point of water, it will be different. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when we mix it, it will become solution now, it will become salty water. That salty water have totally different boiling point. Am I right?
Yes.
So when salt and water boiling point is different than solution boiling point, it means that the change in boiling point is little bit increased. So we will found that the boiling point of what a solution, salty water is little bit more than the normal salt or normal water. That is called elevation in boiling point. We have done this with the help of one graph. So this is the boiling point of salt. Is it visible? And this is the boiling point of water. But now when we made solution, the boiling point of solution is this much. Okay, so this is becoming increased more. So how much is more? That is called delta TB. This much is the elevation. So who is doing this? This is done by evoloscopic constant. That raise in temperature is done by evoloscopic constant. Basically, evoloscopic word came from Latin word. The meaning of this is the boiling measurement. When we are doing boiling measurement, boiling point measurement, that constant is called evoloscopic and it came from Latin word. Okay. So basically the formula that we find is TB, delta TB is equal to I dot KB dot small m. I think you remember this question. Delta TB is change in elevation in boiling point. I is length of vector. Length of vector is the ratio between observed value and the measurement value. Okay, yesterday we did. And KB is evoloscopic constant that will help us to measure the boiling point. And the small m is molarity. It is molarity. Okay. So the formula of molarity we need to calculate. Once we calculate formula molarity, we can find out the molar mass of solute with that formula. That's why formula become M2 is equal to in one previous video I told you M2 is equal to KB into W2 into 1000 upon delta TB into W1. So is there this?
Yes, sir.
Hope so it is clear to you now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next question, same question you asked. This is one reasoning type question. You asked that question, why we can't separate azeotropic mixture by fractional distillation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You asked this question. Okay. So we are trying to understand first the meaning of fractional distillation. As in 9th class, we studied this fractional distillation to separate the mixture, those mixture miscible liquids. Immiscible liquids we are separating with the help of separating funnel. You know, as we have done one experiment also with oil, we have separated with water with the help of fractional distillation.
Yes, sir.
Am I right? Now,
yes.
What about distillation? What about those liquid which is miscible, which mix with each other, alcohol and water? So those mixture are going to be separated with the help of distillation process through their boiling point. There are two different boiling points. Because of the boiling point, we can separate the mixture. Clear? So Now here, azeotrope mixture is what? What is the definition of azeotrope mixture, Anushka?
Azeotropes mixture are those binary mixtures which have same composition of liquid and vapor phase, and they boil at a constant temperature.
Okay, try to understand. Azeotrope mixture are those mixtures in which two liquids, it is the mixture of binary solution in which when we are going to change the boiling point of liquid and the vapor is same. Okay, the composition of liquid and vapor phase is same. So I am giving the formal definition. Azeotrope mixture are those mixture in which which remains same composition in both the liquid and vapor phase. Also, they have specific boiling point. This is the meaning. This is the answer. Those mixture have same specific boiling point. Because of their specific boiling point, it is difficult to separate with the help of fractional distillation. As you know that for fractional distillation, we need different boiling point. Am I right? Hope so. So answer of this question is to separate two miscible liquids. We need different boiling point, but in azeotrope, the specific boiling point is there. Because
Yes,
of that,
sir.
we cannot separate. Okay. After this, Mansi, Shreya, is it clear to you?
Azeotrope mixture.
Azeotropes same. Yes,
Those who want to ask questions, they can drop in chat box. As I said,
yeah.
after this, I am going to take their doubts. So second is Mansi. Miss Mansi asked some questions related to Rod's law. Her question was how to drive Rod's law. How to drive Rod's law in non-volatile solvent. Okay, let's first understand about the solution. Solution is very simple. It is solute plus solvent. Solute plus solvent, as you said, solute is those which are present in smaller quantity. Solvent are those which are present in larger quantity. Now, solute and solvent. Is it okay? I don't know. Sorry, it was disconnected in between. So, are you there? So, dear students, as you know that solution is mixture of solute and solvent. Okay, but there are two types of solute now. Solute can be in three states. It can be in solid form, it can be in liquid form, and it can be in gaseous form. Okay, get my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if the solute is in liquid form, especially if the solute is in liquid form, then those solute is known as those solute are known as
Your voice is cutting.
My voice is cutting.
Audible.
So dear students, as I was telling you, three types of solute, solid, liquid and gas. If the solute is in liquid form, and solvent is always in liquid form, but if solute is also in liquid form, liquid mixture is making solution, then it is known as volatile solute. It is called volatile solute. What is the meaning of volatile? It is going to be convert from liquid to gas very fast. After increasing temperature, you know liquid is converting into gas. So those volatile solute is converting into gas. Second, if the solute is solid or gas form, if it is in solute or gas form, then, and second thing, please, okay. So now you know the solute is solid, liquid and gas. When solute is in solid and gas form, that is called non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute means solid cannot be easily converted into vapor, and gas is already vapor, so it will not change so fast into the different state. So non-volatile solute. Now Rod's law has derived in both the equation. First, we need to discuss about Rod's law. Rod's law is what? Rod's law it states that the vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction. Am I right? Vapor pressure is directly proportional to
Yes, sir.
mole fraction. Okay. So it is directly proportional in both the case, in non-volatile case also, in volatile case also, but especially in non-volatile, in case of solid, when solute is solid and it is called non-volatile, so it means that now solute is non-volatile, now solute is solid, so it means that Rod's law will not depend on the non-volatile solute. It will depend only on the solvent. Okay. In case of Rod's law in volatile solute, so ratio, proportion, you can say the relation that we need to take out with the solute as well as the solvent. Whereas in case of non-volatile solute, the relation is directly proportional to solvent only, not the solute. Okay, so you need to see it is simply if the solute is non-volatile, then relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to mole fraction of solute which is non-volatile. So in Rod's law, the vapor pressure relating in vapor pressure is related to solute which is non-volatile only, which is non-volatile only. Okay, so relation how we write now? PS, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
PS is equal to, from I you have to listen, you need to listen also. PS is equal to PA plus PB. Now what is the meaning of PS? Which is the pressure of solution, is equal to, what is the meaning of PA? The pressure of A component. A component is, it is solute. Okay, and PB is partial pressure of solvent. Okay, so now as we have told, the solute is non-volatile. Solute is non-volatile. It means that the relation is depending on only non-volatile PA, not on PB. We will not write this. We will ignore this and write the relation. The relation will become PS is equal to PA only now. Okay, and if we are relating it with the Rod's law, with the Rod's law, so it will become PS is equal to PA dot XA. Why we are writing XA now here? Because Rod's law told mass pressure is directly proportional to
Fraction.
yes, mole fraction. X is mole fraction. If we are taking here A component, so mole fraction also we will take off A component. Okay, XA. So formula become PS is equal to PA dot XA. This is the equation for Rod's law. Rod's law for non-volatile solute. So I am making this written down so that you can see the visibility of board. This is okay. This equation is the Rod's law for non-volatile solute, where P is vapor pressure, X is mole fraction of solvent, and P naught A is vapor pressure of your solvent. Okay. So this was the question from Mansi. Then after this, one more question came from Mansi, numerical related to colligative property. So numerical related to colligative property I am going to take tomorrow. Tomorrow I am making one video. In that video I will take one numerical of all the 4 colligative properties. Okay, today I shared Van 't Hoff factor, abnormal mass, last topics of this unit. You go through this topic today, today's topic. Tomorrow I am going to make one more video related to numericals, or otherwise it will come online same day. Okay. So last is Astha. Miss Astha has asked, it is numerical not recognized. Mean what do you want to ask me? Just clear me.
Sir, if means in question it is given no value, so how will recognize that this is a W1 or W2, means which one is solute or which one is solvent?
See, in a simple way, which component is present in larger quantity. So in numerical always given, the unit is given, value is given in numerical always. So from there you can recognize which is given in larger quantity, that is solvent, which is present in smaller quantity, that is solute. This is one thing. Second thing is there, solute is always, suppose if it is solid in liquid, solute is always given in gram. If solid in liquid, non-volatile, solute is always given in gram, solvent is always given in ml. Like this way also you can recognize. But second and the last thing is there, WA is, A component is always solvent, B component is always solvent. Okay. A component is most of the time solute and B solvent, B component is solvent. So these are all the doubts that you have asked me through my personal WhatsApp. Now we will going to end this meeting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so kindly focus first on this side. This is a Rod's law in non-volatile. Non-volatile solutes are those solutes which is solid in state. Where when those kind of solution where solid is solid. So there we are, and already Mansi is out of there. I will find out this equation. You can see this is the equation now. PS is equal to PL naught into X. Okay. Now come to the second, that is a Rod's law. Rod's law in volatile solute. Rod's law in volatile and Rod's law in non-volatile. What is the difference? Rod's law in volatile, PA is what? It is the vapor pressure of component A. And B is what? Vapor pressure of component B. that is solute. So here solvent and solute, if we are finding out the Rod's according to Rod's law, so PA not XA, this is pressure, this is vapor pressure. Okay, when PA not we are writing on the top, that is vapor pressure. PA not X. Dipansh, better take care here also. Your hairstyle is good. See here. P is equal to PV not XB. Okay, so PA not XA, PV not XB is the because both the component is going to be taken in the Rod's law. So P as the solution, it will be PA plus PB. So PA not XA plus PV not XB is the now whole ratio. And then we will take this PA, when we will put the value of PA in the PA not in the PA and value of PV, we are getting the formula P is equal to 1 minus XB. Why we are writing in place of XA 1 minus XB? Why?
Because XA plus XB is equal to 1.
Yes, in mole fraction we studied the XA is equal to 1 minus XB. So in place of XA, we will write here 1 minus XB. Okay? We will write here 1 minus XB in place of XB. We will write 1 minus XB and PA not is common. We will take out PA not and PV not X outside. So the formula will become now what? PA not PV not. So P not P minus PA not whole bracket XB plus PA not. Mathematical equation, you know, X A plus B is equal to, it is like this way, huh? X plus A, X plus B is becoming, so X squares, that equation is there. So X A is what? This is the equation for Rod's law for volatile solute. Now, where X A is equal to 1, then P will become P is equal to P naught A for pure solvent A, and P is equal to P B naught for pure solute B. Okay. Now numerical will come related to these two formulas. One is this, one is this. When these two numerical, these two formula you understood, when these two derivation you know, you can solve the numerical related to these. Okay. Any other points that you want to ask quickly? Then we are going to finish this session. Okay, if there is no doubts, no problem. You go through again. Then next time we will come online, so you should have all the points or all the things. One day I want to take like whole chapter summary in one class. Okay, so that I will tell you when I'm going to take. So with this, our 2 units has finished. Our 2 units over today. One that study material I have shared you, one video, one PDF of exercise I will share tomorrow. So today go through that PDF, go through that video and the PDF, try to understand. And if still there is some doubt, you can call me, you can ask me, okay? But here again I want to appeal, be serious on conference call system, be serious for online live test, be serious for whenever I am asking you to come online for this Zoom classes, okay? Because as earlier we were thinking very soon school will reopen, this is for just 5 days, 10 days, but now by looking the condition of our surrounding, it is not sure how many more days school will remain closed. So now we need to start this kind of online classes seriously. But on the other hand side, we are doing so much hard work, but on the other hand side, we need your cooperation and support. Then only it is possible to make these kind of digital classes very much fruitful. Okay. So once again, till our next video, till our next class, stay home. Follow all the important instruction that government is providing. Lockdown means lockdown. Be safe at home. While you are buying, your father, mother, or somebody is bringing something from outside, please do sanitize it properly. Take care of those things. Avoid to have junk food or the food that you are taking from outside. Make healthy food at home. Because now virus, this India is in 3rd stage of community spreading. So it can come with these things also to your home. It is not a case you are not going out of home, so then virus will not attack you. But these are coming with these things now, with the material, with the food stuffs, with some cloths, with some paper. You need to take care. Once again, if you need any books, any notebook, any PDF, any notes, any extra video, you can freely ask me. I have so so much collections of these things I will share with you. Okay. So till then, stay safe, stay home. Thank you very much. Thanks to come online. And if you want to say something, so you can say. Then we will. Okay, one by one. Anything. How was the session? Give me feedback. Asta,
Sir, it was good.
only. Okay, no problem. Yes. Any other? Anchal Thakur.
Good, sir.
Okay, you like this session or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
In between there was audio problem. I know that is related to this internet problem. So this is happening in whenever we are online. But I am going to make one more episode of this Zoom. I am requesting some of the chemistry teacher from my known that we will do off station like Sunday or somewhere. They will also going to interact with you. Okay. That time you can
Yes,
ask
sir.
freely your question like DAV Mandi, DAV Sundarnagar, DAV Nadon, DAV Bilaspur, DAV Gumarvi. All those chemistry teacher will come one day online. Their students will also come. Our student will also come. That just clear all the doubts related to chemistry. This is going to be a new episode in the Zoom line. Hope so. These all things will help you. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Asta.
there is one question, no? Why the boiling point of a liquid get raised on the solution of non-volatile solute in it?
It's a reason, as I said you, if we will take volatile solutes, actually now colligative properties, which colligative properties you have studied, which was the most important topic in this chapter. Whole chapter is one side, colligative properties are one side. Okay. So colligative properties only will change the lowering in vapor pressure. Lowering mean decrease in vapor pressure. Elevation mean increase in boiling point. Then decrease in freezing point. Then change in osmotic point. These all things will happen only when the solute is non-volatile, because that non-volatile solute will change the properties of solution. If both are volatile, suppose see solute is also volatile, solvent is also volatile. Both are liquid, both are easily miscible to each other, both values are specific, both boiling point is specific, then the temperature or the pressure or these things will not change. It will not change the properties. See, right now your family is with you.
Yes, sir.
Only your family is with you.
Mean what you are saying, sir?
Your family is with you right now. You are staying with your family only.
Yes, sir.
So it means that you are comfortable with your family.
Yes, sir.
Because I will come 2 days to your home now.
Yes,
It
sir.
will be a little bit uncomfortable or not?
No, sir.
In this situation, that situation, no, you will not remain that like this way, which way you are sitting with your family. It means that
Yes,
somewhere
sir.
the changes are there. When something will come from non-volatile or like different properties, that will change the property of solution. Okay. So same case is there. When some solute is coming, non-volatile solute, it will change the properties of solution. Yes, any other points? So I'm here to clear. Otherwise, then it's okay. Achha, some of the chats are there. Let me take this. Session was great, sir. Thank you. There was audio problem. Yes, I know that is signal problem. It was good. Ojaswi, thank you. Vipul is saying it was good. That's great. Alisha, good, sir. Aishish Sharma, fruitful session. So this was the really I want to I want to make this session more interactive. But this time again, I am thinking I have taken only doubts of those students who have posted me doubt earlier in my WhatsApp. But I want really online when you are coming, so you should ask your doubts. Okay. So okay, thank you very much. Stay blessed, stay safe, take care yourself. Okay, my wishes are already. Okay, you can leave the session now for the next period. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you,
nice
sir.
day.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.